family, Iridium. Hope you're doing all right. Another reaction. So, I haven't been looking forward to doing this this song for one reason only. Everyone who watches the channel will know I can't pronounce names of people in bands. I just can't. I'm just terrible. My pronunciation for names is ridiculously bad. When it comes to a band, that's even more important. I've got to pronounce the band name. How do you actually pronounce this? Cruzh? Cruzh. Cruzh. I don't know. Anyone can tell me in the comments below, please. Let me know. But what matters is the music, isn't it? Not that I can pronounce the band name properly. So the song is called Turn Back Time. Frontiers. This is their second album. I'm not sure if the first album was on Frontiers, but the second album's coming out on August the 6th called Tropical Thunder. I haven't heard the band before. I think they're Swedish. So, you know what I think about Swedish music. Some of the bands now are bringing out some of the best music in rock and metal today. Some of them are a bit, getting a bit samey sometimes now. I think there's, some of these bands, I don't know. It's like there's some great ones, you've got Eclipse and Crazy Licks, like I've said many times, and Heat, that sort of are that one step above the rest. Then you get Old Perfect Plan being another one, and Kent Hilly, his great solo album. They've got that one thing a little bit more, and some of these bands are reaching for it, but not quite getting there, not quite having their own sound, and sometimes it's hard to differentiate the different bands. Tell them apart. Should have said tell them apart. It's easy to say that. Anyway, so Cruzh. Let's go with that. This is Turn Back Time. So like I said, this album's coming out August the 6th. This is the second single. I never got to hear the first one either. Probably trying to avoid it because of the name. But here you go. This is Turn Back Time. Let's give it a quick stop there. So I like it. I think it's good. It's actually a bit different from what I was expecting. It's a real summery song. This is more aimed at the AOR audience, I'd say, than the hard, heavy rock sort of stuff that Frontiers sometimes produce. You know, it's a real smile on your face song. You can imagine this, you know, playing it with your mates at a barbecue or something and a few beers. Do you know what I mean? It's got that real feel of the summer. I think it's cool. I don't know if they're going to have, you know, this is going to smash the shit out of everything else. This is the problem. But I think they're great at what they do. And like I said, they do sound different than those bands I mentioned before. Heat, Crazy Licks, Eclipse, they sound completely different, which is a really good thing. They need something like that. Even though it's an AOR sort of sounding song, the guitars are quite up in the mix. It's not keyboard laden throughout, which is a good thing as well. It's got a real sort of, I don't know about the drum sound. It's almost got that late 80s Def Leppard sort of drum sound, almost programmed sort of sound to it, if you know what I mean. But that's just a little, you know, that's nothing. I think they're really going for that 80s sound, obviously, with a, and also talk about Def Leppard as well. The backing vocals on this are amazing, just like Leppard were all those years ago. Well, they still are. But no, I think it's a really fun song. This is one that is really accessible, and some people might not be able to take that. It's too accessible, maybe a bit too poppy. But I think it's got enough guitar there to keep it in that rock genre rather than that pop genre, if you know what I mean. I think it's enough on the heavy side for me, for sure. I really like it. I think it's a really fun song. Looking forward to actually hearing the rest of this and then hearing what else they got to come out of this album. Maybe I should have listened to the first song as well, see if that was anything like this. But no, it's good. It really harks back. You know, like I said, if there's anyone there who's stuck in the 80s and won't come out of it and saying there's no other bands that sound like them anymore, this band sounds like. They could have been, for sure, they could have been an 80s band. You wouldn't know any difference. You really wouldn't. So there you go. I like the video as well. Clever touch on the video. I quite like it. Here we go for the rest of the song. Here comes the keyboard. I think it's a really cool song. I think there's one issue with it, and I think the chorus a little bit. It's hard now. I mean, I mentioned this earlier on in another video with choruses. Some bands now are forgetting how to write a real decent uplifting chorus, and that's what we did have back in the 80s. You had something that hit you big time. I mean, if the band Wet, another Swedish project, Eric Martinson, do it amazingly well now. They lift you in the chorus. You just know the chorus is coming, and when it comes, it just hits you. I like this chorus, but for me, the strongest part of this song was the rest of it. Was the verses and the pre-chorus. And when it got to that chorus, it was still okay, but it should have just gone into the stratosphere, if you know what I mean. But I really like the feel of the song though. Like I said, it's really accessible. I think anyone could listen to this and go, you know what, I like that song. That's a pretty cool song. Definitely one that I would put on my phone at the beach this year and have a barbecue or something with stuff like this playing. It'd fit perfectly in with that summer feel. What do you think of this song? So, album's out. Oh, the same as the Spectre album. It's out on August the 6th. on Frontiers, of course. Let me know what you think of this song in the comments below. It might not be as hard rock as some people want. Some people would love this song as well. I think it's a good song. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below, whether you'll be getting this album. And oh, by the way, it's a new vocalist, this one, because I don't know. I haven't heard the other album. Apparently it's the second album. Alex Waggle, and does a great job on the vocals, by the way. An absolutely great job. All the guys did in the band. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.